are here with Baltimore Councilwoman Phylicia Porter.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Baltimore. Just tell the people, let's rep South Baltimore real quick. Let them know.
Look, we about that life. Look, let me tell you something. In Baltimore, we have a wonderful, wonderful mayor. We have a wonderful city council, and we protect our people. We protect our legacy residents. And being Baltimore born and raised, that's just the way of life.
Man, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore's been under the ire of the president.
Yes.
Baltimore, Chicago, Memphis. It's a whole roll call.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this direct attack, but Baltimore has been able to do some amazing things.
Yes.
That other places have not been able to do. Talk about how you fearlessly defend your residents and what you've been able to do.
Yeah. So one, we work together and we work strategically. We just don't haphazardly do things. So when we're talking about strategy, we're talking about strategy for Black legacy residents. We're talking about strategy for Black middle class. We're also talking about strategy for our young Black people that are coming up in the city. And so when we do things very concertedly and very strategically, but we also do things in decency and order to know that we are protecting our residents. So, for example, we have this looming, how can I put it, looming rumor that the National Guard is going to impend upon Baltimore City.
Right.
And so we are working fearlessly with our council and our mayor and our governor to make sure that doesn't happen. And we in Baltimore, we follow the Constitution. we follow facts and opinions. We follow
That's
facts and opinions.
We got three of them. Facts.
Yes.
No, I love it because, yes, he's been threatening to do that. We've heard even the governor, Wes Moore, come out and say, no, not here.
Yes.
But there's still a fear among residents about what that will look like, will it happen, and how they're being protected.
Yes. And so there's a fear, and I will tell you that one of the areas that I specialize in is making sure that folks feel seen and feel heard.
Right.
So I think what the president is doing is he is playing on the perception of public safety as a answer to the National Guard, and that's simply not the case.
Right.
And so what we are doing in Baltimore, we have seen the lowest violent crimes in the 50 years that we've seen in Baltimore. We've seen the lowest rate of violent crimes. We've also seen quality of life issues expand. We're seeing our housing and our population growing up. Those are the root cause of public safety. And the president, unfortunately, the president may not understand that public safety is not just a criminalization issue. It is a social determinants of health issue.
Yep.
It is a economic mobility and vitality issue.
Yep.
It is a education issue. And so we here in Baltimore, we do things a little bit differently, and we are truly addressing the generational causes that have been plaguing Black and brown communities and cities.
One area that I know that you have worked hard on is the opioid crisis, and I love that when I found that out, because aside from being a reporter, I'm also in the community with my church, and we literally are on the street handing out Narcan,
Yes.
Talking to people, trying to connect them with organizations that would help. So let's talk about how you are addressing that issue and tackling that in Baltimore.
And I come at it from a personal perspective. So I'm from Baltimore. I have seen the plague of this crisis within the city of Baltimore. Even within my lifetime, I have seen a decline in my people, and most of my family has
Facts.
had some sort of challenge with substance abuse and addiction. So this hits personal to me, and for me, it's about dismantling the systems. I think that we have a wonderful opportunity here in Baltimore and other Black and brown cities to really press upon the system, to dismantle the system. So we're not talking about just handing out Narcan. We are talking about looking at the predatory practices of substance abuse and mental health clinics within Black and brown communities. We are talking about the quality of life issues that impact not only the residents but also those in recovery. So making sure that they have fertile ground for them actually to be successful, making sure that they have a job, making sure that they have stable housing.
Yeah.
Those are the systems that we are directly trying to work for and dismantle that we've seen.
What are some other projects that you're working for that you want people to know about?
So right now I'm working on a zoning issue. So again, working on a zoning issue about the oversaturation of substance abuse clinics in Black and brown communities, because they don't present in our communities the way that they do in others. They're
Right.
nice and luxurious. But we've seen
We have thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and
for
prayers.
them.
Yes. And so what we've seen in our community is that sometimes they are not held to the highest quality of standard. And as
Right.
a public health scientist, what I try to remind people, you can't boo-boo the fool. Say it again. You can't boo-boo the
boo-boo the
fool.
fool.
I've seen it. I've studied it extensively for over
Yeah.
20 years, so I know what it's supposed to look like, and I will get it for my communities. And so being a local legislator, zoning is a very important aspect of our job. And so I'm utilizing that lever in the toolbox to support what's happening.
How have you enjoyed, before we wrap up, I gotta know, thousands of people come out every year to attend CBC.
Yeah.
How has it been for you attending this year? Let's give them some love.
Now, we're gonna talk about it now, okay?
Yeah.
It has been nourishing because what I will tell you is that people have counted us out. They really trying to see us nuck if
That
you buck
part.
type, duck if you buck type, area. We are igniting a match here at CBC. We are not just looking at just fellowship, because joy is an aspect of resistance. I keep reminding people that
Say
joy
that,
is an aspect of
Councilwoman,
resistance.
yes.
Joy is an aspect of resistance, and I keep reminding folks that it's okay to have a joyous fellowship. But I've been in these panels, very strategic and scalpel-like policies and executions are being developed in these panel sessions. And I'm looking at everybody here, they're taking it back to their community. So, when they're talking about planting seeds, no, baby, we planting forests at CBC. We are planting forests at CBC because these people, not only just operatives, policymakers, but people like yourself, media, you're taking it back to your hometown and you're not stopping to talk. People think that they can stifle us. But we have always, in history, we have always come to the forefront to show that you cannot stifle us. And even though we may not be speaking, don't mean that we not strategizing.
Come on.
Say it again.
Come on. I
Look,
think she
look.
a preacher too. I'm looking for the collar. Maybe it's in the works. Thank you so much for how you rep your city,
Thank you.
how you rep your residents, and how you care for those that are left behind and that people don't care about.
Yes.
I thank you. I'm sure Baltimore thanks you. And you are always welcome,
Thank you.
Councilwoman.
And you know what, Ebony? I just want to
AURN.
publicly say, I want to thank you for standing in the gap. I
Thank
really do. I want to thank you for standing in the gap, because when people don't understand, when you stifle the media,
Baby.
you stifle democracy.
Honey.
And you stood up to one of the most powerful men in the world. And that's what we as Black women do. That's what we stand in the gap for. And that's what we are standing in pack for our generations to come. So thank you.
Okay, so where can people go? They're like, I need that energy.
Yes.
How can people connect with you and find out more about what you're doing?
Definitely. So I am on social media. I am Phylicia Porter on all media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I love to talk to people. I love to talk with folks that want to see change in their community, but also want to strategically think about how we can lock arms as Black and brown cities across the nation, because this man ain't gonna win. We're gonna lock arms. It always happens. I believe it. I'm time enough. We're time enough for him. Yes.
I would love to keep her here all day. I'm telling you, because this is the energy. I need this morning energy. But again, thank you so much, Councilwoman, and we
Thank you so
appreciate you.
much.
All the best in everything that you do.
Thank you.
All right.